here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Etcher Slate Bag and also showing you what I bring when I go out for a day of painting on location out in the wilderness. So I just wanted to quickly show you what the Etcher logo looks like. I will link to them down below. They sent me this bag for free for review purposes, so I just wanted to get all of that out there. So they have a variety of different art bags. They have ones that are just like handheld for carrying your sketching stuff. They have bags that are a little bit fuller for carrying your kind of whole studio on the go. This is a more compact bag. They also have a Slate Mini, which will have a lot of the same features. So the first thing I want to mention about this bag is it's got a carry handle and also an over the shoulder strap that can be extended if you want to stand and use this while drawing on location. The other neat thing is on the back there's a plate to attach this to your tripod, so your regular camcorder tripod, you can use this if you want to stand at an easel and work. I personally don't do that. I don't think my tripod is strong enough for that, but it is available. You can remove it if you want to, but I just left it in there because it's not really taking up that much space or hurting anything. This bag is waterproof, so if you like to paint on a boat or out in inclement weather, you don't have to worry about anything inside the bag getting wet. So this might be handy in a canoe or a kayak. And then inside, there's actually this, I'm going to just get rid of this, but I wanted to show you how it comes. There is this mesh panel that covers up a place for you to keep a bunch of your supplies. Now this will hold a lot more than what I have in here, but I don't like to carry too much because if I bring too much, I get less done. So this is basically to keep your supplies from falling out and getting lost, but I have to say that I don't really like it, so I am going to get rid of it. I'll probably store it, you know, in case I change my mind later. But the thing I don't like about the mesh is that I find like my brushes, like the hairs get kind of caught in the mesh and I'm afraid it's going to damage them. So I only have a few brushes and pens here because I like to carry a small little wallet of travel watercolor brushes, and I'll show you that in a second. But this can actually, I'm gonna flip it around here. This you can move around and peel up. There's a couple little straps. Like if I wanted to stagger these, I could fill both of these straps up with colored pencils or whatever, but again, I don't like to bring a lot of stuff. There's also these little things that you can use to hold like a tablet, because there's two more over here if you want to bring like an iPad or something with you. And then over here there's this bungee strap. You can put that however you want, but I have a small Stillman and Bird about 5x8 sketchbook. I have a larger landscape sketchbook. This is by Hannah, but it's, you know, nice and wide, so I can actually do a really big panoramic thing if I wanted to. This tutorial was a live stream from like a week or two ago. You can check that out. But this can be moved around. You can extend the band here if you want to do something bigger. And I just have those on the ends because they're grippy, so it'll keep the sketchbooks from falling out. So if you're just going out for like half an hour, you don't need so many sketchbooks. But if you are going to go for, you know, the day, you probably want a couple sketchbooks, especially if you're working with watercolor, because you might have a couple things drying while you want to start something else. And that's what I had the other day. I had a sketch in here drying, so I would work on this one and then you know, work on a smaller one too. And binder clips are really important. I've forgotten those before, and then your pages will curl and it's hard to get going. I like to have a black and white pen, my credit card scraper, and a variety of brushes. 1-inch flat for wetting my paper, a 1/2-inch flat or angle for cutting in rocks and things like that. I just threw these wedge brushes in here because I'm trying to get more used to them because they're new to me, and I figured if I have limited supplies and that's one of the brushes I have, I will make the most use of it. So if we zip this up, we can look in the pockets. Now this front pocket here is great for putting your wallet, keys, and phone in, because you can be walking around with that easily. Grab it if you're out urban sketching like in a city, or you're on a train and you want to be able to access those things really quickly without getting into all your art stuff. And then there's a really spacious front pocket where I pretty much keep all the stuff I would bring anyway. And these things here in this front pocket are my essentials. In fact, I could put these in a small Ziploc bag and be completely fine to go sketch. So I've got my portable painter palette, and this is a really nifty thing, and I'll open it up to show you. Probably you've seen me use this in a video before if you are familiar. I didn't clean it out very well. It's got some loosey juicy water in there. And this is neat because it's a watercolor palette, and the case that that encloses it actually turns into a little stand with that you can put water into. I'll use this over my knee when I'm working, but you could also set it anywhere and, you know, fill it with your water. For my water, I carry it in a flask because it's flat, and it's skinny enough to fit in here because this is not a very thick pocket. If I hold it out, you can see it's not really very thick, and if I had a water bottle in the center, then I don't think this part would close very well. So you have to keep things pretty compact, and that would be my one complaint about this bag, is that I don't feel like I can put that much stuff into it. I feel very limited. I feel almost like the bag takes up more space than what it offers me in storage. So that would be my negative on the bag. So I use a flask there for that. I also keep a small Stillman & Bird mixed media beta series sketchbook here. And this is the wallet of travel brushes that I like to carry, and I keep my brushes in this wallet because I'm so afraid I'm going to lose one, because these are my favorite. But honestly, this is the Cheap Joe's Pseudo Sable line. If you just get the number 12 round, which is the big one here, you don't need the other ones because it comes to such a fine point that you don't need all of those other sizes, but I want to keep them together, so I keep them in this wallet here. I also have a spray bottle because when you're painting outside in the summer, things dry so much quicker than they will inside. And a paper towel folded up, and I'll just keep using it, let it dry out, keep using it till it's really gross and dirty. Another cool feature about this bag is the ability to use it as a standing easel. So all you need to do is open it up, and what you're going to do is move your strap so that you have a strap that goes behind you and a strap that comes in front of you. There are 4 loops on the bottom of this bag that you can hook to, and you can adjust it however you want. You can even adjust it so it's, instead of holding your sketchbook landscape like this, that you're holding it kind of portrait, and then this part is flopping down in front. I don't recommend doing this if you've got a bag full of supplies. You definitely want to make sure you have that flap securely closed. I totally dumped the bag out the other day using it like this, so you want to make sure that you just have the essentials. And in fact, I think this would be best to do not with a sketchbook and pen, but with like a tablet and a drawing app, just because it does get a little cumbersome when you have a bunch of supplies in here. This isn't my favorite way to use it, but I can see if you are an urban sketcher and sketching in cities, in busy areas where you don't have a place to sit and you can't find any place to work, this would give you that work surface that you would need. I would just recommend that you stick to very basic materials for this. So for the bottom line of my review, I think the bag is very well made. It definitely is chic, and I think the bag is very stylish, and I think it would go with both men's and women's fashion, and you could carry it around town very discreetly, and it would give you a portable studio to work if you're commuting by train or public transportation, or if you have that long hour lunch break and you want to be able to get some work done but not be very conspicuous about it. But for me, where I'm generally going out in a kayak or driving to some remote location, I don't really need to look chic, and I think there's better ways for me to carry my supplies that are cheaper and that I don't have to worry about, because I kind of was afraid to take this out anywhere because it is so pristine that I kind of, you know, I've already got some dirt on it, and I kind of feel bad about that because it looks so, you know, chic and pristine beforehand. Now, as far as standing and using this as a standing easel, I'm probably not likely to do it. I did try it in the field yesterday, but it didn't feel very natural to me. It probably does feel more natural the more you use it. But one thing I did find very useful was that there was a place where I wanted to paint, but I really wanted the vantage point of sitting on the ground. So what I did was I actually I put this part on the ground like that and sat right on this, and it was a perfect seat. Kept my bum dry while I painted the scene that I wanted to paint. So even though that's not how it's designed to be used, it was a solution for me. But it's definitely well made. It is on the pricey side. I think this one is around $120. So, you know, I think if you are working in the city and you need to look presentable and you just want a, you know, portable way that you can sketch anywhere, this is definitely going to fit the bill, because you'd spend way more for any other, you know, bag or accessory. But if you're, you know, going in a kayak and you're going to be getting all dirty, this might not be the best use of your money, but it's definitely well made, and I thank Etcher for sending this to me. I will link below to this product so you can check it out for yourself, and their other supplies. Like I said, they're very well made and very stylish, and it might be just the thing that you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching this. All the information's in the video description. Please give me a thumbs up if you like product reviews. Until next time, happy crafting.